was the general. It says that the ships on June the 6th, 1944, D-Day, was lined as far as you could see from one end of the sea to the other. It says that Theodore looked over the bow and he could tell that the men was shaking and fear was on their face, knowing that this would be possibly their last time of ever being together, and knowing that they would be going into giving up their lives for us, for their family, and for their country. He looked down and the men began to vomit. They would actually take off their helmets and they would hold their helmets and use it as a bag. They would take that helmet off and dump it out over the ship. Mr. Roosevelt didn't know any more to do. He knew his men was coming close to the end. He grabbed the microphone. As he grabbed the microphone, there was one song that came to his mind. And it was this: "Onward, Christian Soldiers." Mr. Roosevelt picked that microphone up and he began to sing that song to the men. As the men began to hear that song, each one of them began to sing with Theodore Roosevelt Jr. "Onward, Christian soldiers, as to war." Said that he could tell that their spirit changed. Said the continents began to rise up. The men deep down within inside began to rise up. Says as they marched off of the ships, as the belly opened up, that they could hear the echoes from other ships. So other ships said they could hear the echoes from them men as they sang, "Onward, Christian soldiers." And we could go on and on about the great heroes. Maybe your grandfather, grandmother, or a son or daughter, husband, gave it all. Some gave all, and all gave some. But my dear friend, there's one that gave it all, and his name is Jesus Christ. It says in John 8:36, "So if the Son, that is Jesus Christ, makes you free, you will be free indeed." You may be bound tonight. You may be bound in sin. You may be bound in anger. You may have animosity towards others. There's so many things that you can be bound by. Addictions, and whether you're even a born-again Christian, you can still be bound. But tonight, Jesus says, "I can set you free." See, it says in the Bible in Hebrews that the joy that was set before him. There was joy set before him. Many of you heard the story and have heard of Calvary, and you go to church on Sunday and you hear about the death and the burial and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. You go to church on Christmas and you hear about Jesus being born. But it's all on the cross. Everything points to the cross. The joy that was set before him was the cross. Why was the cross such a joy for him? Why? Yes, there was blood. Yes, they beat him. They scourged him. Pulled out the hair on his face, and it's unspeakable and unthinkable of what they done to my Jesus. But my dear friend, it says the joy. What was the joy? As he hung on that cross, he could pierce his eyes down through the ages and see on this night you. He saw you sitting here. He saw you excited about the fireworks, excited about the fellowship. But he said, "I come here tonight so that I can set you free." He's here tonight to set you free. There's only one person that can do that, and he gave it all. He died for you. He died for me. And yes, there are many heroes that we get our freedom here in America. We tribute and we pay honors to them. But the only reason that any of us are free and even getting to sit here tonight is because of Jesus Christ, the Son of the living God. There's many pastors here, leaders here, someone that can hold on to you and you want to be set free for something. Tonight you can accept Jesus Christ as your personal Savior. And we invite you to do that. Find someone. Thank you for having us here tonight. We love you, and may God bless you.